Now, the man was an absolute rock behind the plate for the Boston Red Sox through some of those glorious seasons, championship seasons, of course. Big hits and great plays behind the plate. And as Pedro said, he was the man most responsible in Pedro's estimation for breaking the curse and winning a couple of championships. Jason Varitek, the captain, with us, new inductee into the Red Sox Hall of Fame. And Tech, first of all, congratulations. You look very snappy in this thing.
Just trying to polish it the best I can.
Congrats. This is a great time for you and your family. But when you were listening to Pedro talk about, you being the guy in the middle of the whole thing, what was going through your mind last night?
Well, it's awful gracious of Pedro to say that, but you have guys like him who's had the kind of career that he's had. There's no question it starts from the top down with pitching, and we had wonderful teammates, and it was awesome that he would say something like that about me. But I know what my role was. I know what my place was.
I thought another great moment last night was David Ortiz when he was up there talking about you, and David said, he never had to say anything. It's just the way he looked at me that I knew something was wrong. So you get that kind of look, huh?
I guess, but sometimes people see things that not necessarily what you're thinking. It's just the way you carry yourself.
It was always your preparation, your dogged preparation, very intense. There were a lot of times I didn't want to go anywhere near your locker, and nor did some of your teammates when you had your head, in your books, and you were going over the lineup and the pitching staff and everything else. And I think it was really a hallmark for you was your preparation. You took great pride in it, didn't you?
Yes, and taught well by previous pitching coaches, staffs, everybody. But I had to take pride in it. I felt like that was the foundation towards what we were trying to build, and I wanted to at least have my foundation set to start the game and then make adjustments from there. But as far as I think that's miscommunication. Everybody leaving me alone while I'm doing my stuff. It was just the only way. I was just quiet.
Getting your homework done.
Tech, the one thing that always impressed me about you is the fact that your first and foremost responsibility was to your pitcher and to be prepared for the ball game and opposing teams and opposing hitters. But yet, everybody loves to hit. I mean, that's part of the fun of the game. But if things were going quite well for you, you didn't take down the field, which you go back in the dugout, you'd put your equipment on fast, and you were right back there concentrating on what your focus was, and that was getting that pitcher going immediately in the next inning.
Absolutely. Our position, we have to turn the page quickly. There's more that rides on the fact that you win ball games with your pitching and your defense. So we had to quick flip that switch and go the other way. But one of my biggest passions in the game is hitting. I love hitting. I enjoy hitting. I enjoy watching hitting. I enjoy breaking things down. I enjoy visually seeing how guys attack balls and what to do. And that part you have to immediately shut off.
Chisenhall to batter here, one man out.
I got an in-game question for you. We got Clay Buckhouse now. If you were catching Clay, right, and he's going through a stretch right now where he's struggling early in ball games. As a catcher, how would you try to change that? I mean, is there a pattern you would try to get in with him?
Well, Clay's different, as far as getting into a pattern. He doesn't get into a whole lot of patterns. He's not he's going to establish his four-seamer, then work his two-seamer, and then work his cutter. He works very much on his feel. And I didn't catch Clay a ton. And when he has that feel and he has that ability to have that feel and a touch on the ball, he's able to expand the strike zone better than most pitchers.
Swihart looking pretty comfortable out there. You caught a no-hitter he threw.
Yes.
And 4 no-hitters that you received in your career. In every one of those, did you have a feel fairly early in the game? This looks like no-hit stuff to me.
Everyone is so different. First one's Derek Lowe's sinker baller, which you have no idea that can possibly happen. All of a sudden, you're walking in the 5th, 6th inning, and you're starting to realize, well, he hasn't given up a hit. And we just pushed forward from that one, so that was unexpected. Nomo had an awful spring training, probably gave up 10 runs each time.
Oh, look at that play from Pedroia to get him at first base. You've seen that before.
He's unbelievable, and he maintains and keeps getting better. But Nomar was different in his own like, and he had a terrible spring training, and all of a sudden he's overpowering a good lineup in Baltimore.
We're going to hold you over for just another moment, if you don't mind. Jason Varitek with us. Terrific play by Dustin Pedroia there. 1, 2, 3 they go, and it's still 1-0 the Red Sox here at Fenway.